Let's jump into the very first topic, which is to make a filming plan. So this is just to like really help avoid that, because I feel like as you like live your life, those waves of inspiration come very randomly. So you just want to be able to capture them, they come, and not forget about them later. And then step 2 is to take any of your video ideas from your notes app, or maybe you just like want to pursue something.
So dark. Hello. Hi everyone. What am I doing right now? I'm currently working from home, and I just came back from like visiting one of the villages. Also, tried this new cafe that was like in the area for where I was. It's called If You Say So, and they had like a special monthly like coffee, and this one's tiramisu, and it's like, it's all ugly now, but it was condensed milk, water, espresso shot, and then cream. So good, so good. Obviously not good, but good. Like not healthy, but it's fucking amazing, so would recommend. Anyways, it's 11:40. I'm gonna make some lunch because we need to eat. I have a gym today, and I don't know if I want to gym today. It's like peak week, so basically means we're testing everything, and normally when it comes to like peak week, I don't do the fit days because I don't want to be too tired in terms of like my muscles and things like that. And so today is a bit of a like a very intense one that everyone's hated, and I don't know if I want to do it. But I know that I need to do it, but I don't know if I want to do it. Basically, it's where I'm coming at, because like Monday I also got my period on Tuesday. I'm on my period on Tuesday, so it's currently Thursday, so I'm on my period. But Monday was squats, and I did 110, and overhead push press I did 60, so those are PBs for me. And then I didn't do Tuesday because Tuesday was an erg like test, and I didn't want to do that and tire myself out, because Wednesday was deadlifts and I did 150. Thank you. And then I did 90 for front squat. So, and Friday, so tomorrow will be a 3RM hip thrust for me, because I know my 1RM and I can't put any more weight on the bar. So I'll be trying for like 3RM. And then it's also bench press. So I'm gonna be doing a double tomorrow, so morning and afternoon, to try those 2 tests. And I'm like, do I want to do today? You know, do I want to spend 40 minutes doing 30 cows on each erg with like 25 burpees and shit like that? Do I want to tire myself out, you know? But I also think I should, like, I don't know. Also picked the fit. Bodysuit is from Charcoal, and pants are from Charcoal. These pants like legit touch the ground, and I'm so happy. But yeah, anyways, that's my mindset. I'm like, do I want to gym? Do I not want to gym? Like, I could go right now and do like a lunchtime session, but that's really lonely and boring, and I don't want to be doing that. So I do like an afternoon session, or I can just go for a walk, because my back's really tense, and that's the one thing I don't like doing fit days during testing week, because I don't want to continuously fatigue myself out and then injure myself. So that's my debacle, you know? So good. Anyways, I'm gonna make lunch. What is lunch? Rice and Brussels sprouts and tofu.